Valina Jones continues our coverage in Livingston, where AlliantEnergy expects it to take days before power is fully restored.
Hundreds of people are still without power, and roads like this one remain blocked after heavy winds and rains came through the Livingston area last night, knocking down dozens of power poles like this one.
We clocked a little over 100-mile-an-hour winds out there, and I never dreamed it'd be take down this many power poles.
Around 70 power poles knocked to the ground. Fallen trees and debris are just some of the damage left over from Wednesday's storm.
Me and my son were out storm spotting, and we had some pretty winds, and it was really windy and a lot of rain. And we got done spotting where we were at, and we were coming back towards town, and we come across all the damage out here at Middings and power lines, and it was a mess.
Tim Levelholtz is a volunteer firefighter.
First time I ever seen a tanker with 1,500 gallons of water in it shaking like that.
He also owns the mobile gas station in town, one of the only places you'll find power. Preparation that started a decade ago, which was the last time, he says, storms took out power lines in front of his business.
So that's when I decided to buy a generator so I could be open if this ever happens again, and that was in 1998. This is the first time we've had to use it.
Storms also damaged buildings, ripping the roof off of a barn in the town of Clifton. Power lines fell across the driveway of a home. Winds were so strong they caused a silo at the same house to collapse. In all, 1,800 Grant and Iowa County residents were left without power.
We try to get the power on within, a reasonable period of time. Obviously, with a situation like this, with the transmission, the poles are bigger, the material, it comes from further out. There's a lot more planning and preparation.
AlliantEnergy's goal is to have power restored back to this main artery of Highway 80 by midnight tonight. As for the rest of the area, they say it could take up to several days. In Livingston, I'm Valina Jones, WISC News 3.
Around 400 people in Iowa and Grant counties are still without power. AlliantEnergy hopes to have power restored to the village by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.